Hello guys and welcome. Today I'm going to show you my everyday makeup routine. I like a very natural look, glowy but not oily, and I like it to be done fast. It usually takes me about 10 minutes, but today I also have some new Dior blush sticks and some glosses, so it may take a little bit more than 10 minutes just because I want to try those products with you, but I'm really happy with my routine. I feel like it makes me look fresh, put together, but not overly done, and it's perfect for summer. So let's get started. For my pores, I am using this Danessa Myricks Balm Yummy Skin in shade 3. And I really like this because it helps with the pores, but it also gives me just a little bit more coverage because I mainly use a skin tint or an SPF that's tinted. And so that doesn't give me a ton of coverage. And if I have some redness or I don't know, I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, this really helps with that. So I just put this product in the T-zone. I just put my finger in there. Maybe I should have a mirror. I got a mirror. I have loved this product lately. In the beginning, I didn't love it because I was trying to use it more as a foundation, but I just use it as my pore filling primer, and I think it is beautiful. And there you go. That is the first layer. Then I go in with a skin tint. Now, I have a few options, but the one that I've been using a lot is the Alistin Skincare SPF. This only comes in one color, and it is this SPF that has some glow in it. There's just a little bit of tint. It's not too much, so it won't give you much coverage, but I love the way this looks on my skin. But this is not what I'm going to wear today because lately, this new Merit Skin Tint SPF 45, right, has been my only base product that I've been using. I've had it for a few weeks now, and it is so beautiful. I did just get a tan, if I look extra bronze. So we'll see if this shade works. It is the shade 22. And the way I do it, I just do 2 pumps and I rub it in between my fingers and I go everywhere. I think this is why my makeup takes me no time because I use my fingers for a lot of the makeup. You can absolutely use your brush with this product, but you don't have to. So this product, I did a reel on it I think I did it here and on Instagram and TikTok, and I got a lot of questions about it, and a lot of it was comparing it with the CL Skin Tint, comparing it with Lisa Eldridge or the Milk. So this one, first of all, has SPF. Hourglass, for example, does not have SPF in it. It's just a skin tint. This is an SPF with a tint. So that's a big difference from, I think, Lisa Eldridge as well. I'm not sure if that one has an SPF in it. So there are definitely different purposes for this. But in terms of texture, this one is definitely creamier. It's thin on the skin, but the texture isn't as liquid as the CL Skin Tint, for example. That one is a lot more liquid and that one has more coverage. This one, I would say, has a light coverage. I can kind of build it up to a light medium at best, kind of on the cheek area. And it does have quite a bit of glow. However, I have found it that it settles down. It is not a greasy product. It is not feeling thick on the skin. Now, if I add 5 layers, yes, it's gonna start feeling like thick on the skin. But I put about 2 layers. I'll put 1 everywhere, and I'll take a little bit more and go on a couple of spots that I want to cover a little bit more, and I find it perfect. Okay, so now I'm a little tan, and this shade still works for me. The shades are very malleable because this doesn't have a ton of coverage. So if you're in between shades, don't sweat it, you know. But I love the way this sits on my skin. It lasts well throughout the day. One thing I've noticed that obviously it's gonna fade because it is a light coverage. It's not supposed to last all day. The way it fades is so natural and effortless, and it's quite blurring on the skin. Like I did put that Danessa Myricks Balm, but still, even without that, I find it very smooth around my pores, around my nose. I think it is a great product if you have dry skin, normal skin. If you have oily skin, I feel like I can never suggest these products because they can be glowy. Like, you look at my skin, it is so glowy that I think this can be a little bit much for oily skin, but normal dry skin, I think it is beautiful. Anyway, I talked a lot, but this would usually take me 30 seconds probably. You can even take a fluffy brush. I have a big brush to kind of put this in. It actually applies really well with a brush, so you can do both ways. Okay, moving on to the concealer. I've been using the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I think it's so beautiful and I'm so happy I'm back on it. I have a couple of shades here. I think this is 5.5. and it works well for me right now. If I'm a little bit more tan, I'll go for 4.5. But I add wherever I need extra coverage. Like on my cheeks, I usually have some spots. And I think that's about it. I think it's such a beautiful concealer. It's soft, it's light. I would say the coverage is light medium, maybe medium. You could probably build it up to a medium, but it's very, very natural on the skin. And it's just been my go-to. If I have a bad day, like I didn't sleep much and I need extra coverage, I may put skin corrector underneath, or I'll go for a heavier concealer like Hourglass, or even the Colfi has more coverage. But the reason I like this one so much is that it's so light, kind of matches the skin tint texture. It's a little bit glowy. And then I go back with a foundation brush to blend everything in. Now I do set this, but I'm gonna put my cream bronzer on first and then I'm gonna set this. For bronzer slash contour, I will always go for some sort of a cream bronzer. I have 3 options right here that I've been kind of going between them. The Makeup by Mario one, Skin Enhancer. This is absolutely beautiful. I've gone through multiple ones of these. I have backups. I think is gorgeous. Then I have the Westman Atelier bronzing drops. I have 3 shades. I like the lightest one for contour, and I think the second one for bronzing. I like them all, but yeah, I either reach for this one or the Sarah Creal. I'm gonna use the Sarah Creal because it's the one that I've been reaching for the most lately. It is the newest one and it's just very easy to work with, so I'll use this one today. I do have both shades here. I will take the lightest one first to contour my skin a little bit, and I'll take the darker one to just bronze up a little bit. And I go around my eyelid as well right here because I'm not gonna do much on my eyes. Sometimes I'll do a one and done shadow. Those work really well and they're fast. But sometimes I'll just do the bronzer, and I'll take this one around the nose. I think it's a good nose contour shade, and around the lip. And then I can go with shade number 2 if I want to just bronze a little bit more. Sometimes I'll take a powder bronzer at the end of my makeup if I feel like I need a little bit more bronze. It just depends on the day. I will powder in the T-zone. I'm just taking my La Prairie powder, and I need the powder because everything is glowy. And mostly now that summer's here, it's definitely getting hot outside, so I need to set the makeup. I won't touch this area, but I will touch the whole T-zone, even my eyelid. That's pretty much the base done. I'm gonna work on my brows real quick. But I still have the blush that I need to try on. When it comes to blush and lips, I change things around. As long as the blush is glowy, I'll just use something like that. And I think that's all you need because I'm using a glowier blush. I tend to skip highlighter. I just used a little bit of the Ravie eyebrow pen, and then I'm using the Refy gel. This has a slight tint to it. Sometimes I just use this one by itself. The brows take me very little time, but I am aware that many people, you know, struggle with their brows, and that takes a lot of time, which I can feel for you guys. But moving on to eyes, like, okay, on the eyes, sometimes I leave it like this. Sometimes I put a one and done color. Very rarely do I do anything crazy. Mostly if it's day to day, I just put bronzer in the crease. But today I'm going to use my Armani eye tints. This one is the 22M, and I feel like everybody loves this color. It is perfect. It is not too cool tone. It is not too warm, and they set down, and on me they last all day long. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love this color so much. I do use 2 shades most of the time because I like a deeper one around the closer to the eyes, but you really don't have to. Like, so pretty, so simple, and fast. I don't even use brushes with this. Maybe at the end I will take a little bit of my bronzer and blend that out if I feel the need to, but most of the times I'm okay with it. That is the shade 22, and here I think this is the shade 30. It's kind of rubbed off, but let me look that up. I'm pretty sure, yes, it's 30M. It's a cool taupe matte, and I just take this one and put it closer to the lash line a little bit. Now with this one, I will take a small brush just to have a little bit more precision. And that's it. I just want a little bit of depth there. Nothing much. You can absolutely build up this product. I may build up just a little bit more here. But the whole idea is to look like you're not wearing much, but you still have some dimension to the eyes, not all flat. If I'm feeling bougie, I may add a little bit of a eye brightener right here in the inner corner like that. But sometimes I don't even do that. This is from NARS and it's called a Blaze. Next, I'm going to do my lashes. I'm going to put whatever mascara I feel like it. I've been using the Merit mascara for a more natural look. The Prada mascara. The Coffee mascara I love, but it's so intense. So I tend to use some softer mascaras. So I may just go for the Merit now because it's a tubing one. And I may go to the pool tonight with some friends. I'm probably not going to get in the water and wet my hair, but you know, just in case I get wet, I'll have a tubing mascara. I'm going to put a lip liner real quick. This is Faun by Fara Homidi, because all we have left is our cheeks and the gloss from Dior. So I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. I need actually a lip liner. I want something a little deeper. Yes, so Charlotte Tilbury came out with these duo lip liners. This is in tan medium. I actually want the medium shade. This is the shade medium. And I've liked them. There's a contour / liner and a fill-in option. And I think they're beautiful. I love having 2 colors in one. And the shade medium, it's pretty perfect for my skin tone. There you go. We have like 3 different liners on my lips right now. But I just wanted something there before we move on to the Dior products. So we have 2 lip glosses. Here they are. They are the Addict Lip Glow Butter. I got them in 2 shades. Shade 105 Lychee, which is more of this brighter color. And then the shade 101 Glazed Pink. I feel like most people are going to want to see this one. It is pink and it has sparkles through it, and it has this little charm which I actually really like. I feel like it makes it look a little fancier, don't you guys think? Which, if you know me, you know that I'm kind of basic. Like, I don't like extra fancy packaging. There's like a piece of hair right there. But yeah, I actually really kind of like that. So let me show you the pinkier color because it has like sparkles in it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of sparkles. I haven't tried these yet, by the way. There was a lavender sparkle that looked beautiful, but it looked very intense, and I don't wear lavender, but oh my god. That is so much more intense than I thought it would be. Oh, that's beautiful. It doesn't feel sticky. Kind of feels balmy, very wet though. That is a beautiful. I just dabbed that off. I like these kinds of colors on me that are almost corally. Yeah, that's so pretty for summer. They came out with a beautiful toffee color as well. They have some good colors. So this. Oh my gosh, these are so comfortable. Okay, that is very comfortable. I love this color. This is a perfect summer color for me. It's much more comfortable than I thought it would be. Maybe because of the Dior oil that's a little thicker. I thought maybe that this would be too, but no. It's actually very, very comfortable. Okay, these are nice. They're very expensive though. So expensive, but I have to say that I'm really liking this. I'll see how much I use them these next few weeks and see if I want to pick up another shade. That toffee shade looked beautiful, like a perfect everyday kind of brownish nude. Okay, moving on to the blush. Now, every time I use a blush for my look, it would be something glowy. For example, I've been using this Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the color Rosy a lot because it is very glow. It's almost like a highlighter blush in one, and I just love the effect that it has. Look at that. And so I use this just all over the cheek, and I skip the highlighter. I love things like this. I'm really into the Haus Labs new colors, the color Cinnamon Toast or Glassy Cinnamon. Trying to find it here. I swear I just saw it and I cannot find it, but it's the Glassy Cinnamon. I've been using that a lot. I've also been using these Chanel balms. These are more like of a matte formula, but it still has glow in them. So anything that's a blush, that's creamy, that's glowy, not a ton of pigment. Like I want a little bit of a blush, but I want it almost like a blush highlighter in one. That's pretty much what I've been using on my cheeks. So these seem perfect for that. Okay, let me show you the colors. I picked up the color Cherry, which is stunning. I love the color Cherry in their powder formula. It's my favorite color. And also Rosewood. This is one that I think most people are gonna love it. It is a beautiful, sounds bad, but kind of basic color, but it has a beautiful glow to it. And then the two that I really wanted, they didn't have them in store, so I ordered them. I ordered the color Toffee and the color Candy, those two. So these are the colors. I'm going to use the color Cherry. This one's absolutely beautiful. I will do swatches of all of these when my other colors arrive. They also have a beautiful pink and a lavender color that I was kind of curious about. For $40-something, I was like, I'm not going to use a lavender color often enough to justify the price. But let's take the color Cherry. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. So these have a lot of glow and they are pigmented, but there's some sheerness to it, as you can see. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. This color is stunning. Oh my gosh, perfect. Oh, should I do the Rosewood on the other side? I have somewhere to go. That's why I can't can't have a crazy cheek because we're going to a birthday party. So I don't think I want to try the other one. But maybe I'll do an insert of that if I have time to swatch it after. But this cherry color is perfect. It's exactly what I wished it would be. It's almost corally, and I love the glow that it has. I would definitely not need to wear any highlighter or anything with it. I think it is so beautiful. I did mess up my shoulder and my neck, so if I'm kind of moving a little awkwardly today, it's because of that. It's because I'm in pain. It's fine. I have like some actually PT appointments next week because this has been going on for a month. I'm over it. So hopefully he will be able to, I don't know, fix me or figure out what's wrong. That is the color Cherry, and I think it's so beautiful. I know this is going to be used quite a bit. I love this color, and I love that it's a cream formula now and glowy. I'm taking a little bit of powder and setting the T-zone because, as you can see, the blush, I can't find my words. The blush is quite glowy, and I brought it in quite a bit, so I want to make sure that that area stays less glowy. And I'm kind of blending this into the blush. Right now, once everything is done, would be the time when I would add a little bit of a bronzer if I felt like I needed some. And I feel like it's okay, but I'll just add a little bit just at the end. I think it's a nice it almost meshes everything in, and I would blend it into my skin, a little bit over the eyes. And this is the finished look. I feel like it looks healthy and glowy, and obviously I look put together, but I don't feel like I am wearing too much makeup. The base is very minimal, and I love that. And I like the blush a lot. I think the blush really made the look a little bit fancier than normal, just because this color is a little bit more bright. But I don't know, I think it's beautiful, and I love how fast it was to apply. So far, I'm liking this formula from Dior, and I'm glad they have something because, you know, I think that their blushes needed some little help. I did not love all their other blushes. Some were okay, some were powdery, but this I feel like is going to be great for so many people, mostly if you love a glowy blush. I think it is beautiful. You can use that on your lips. So this is exciting, and that's it, guys. Most of the time I will even skip the eyeshadow altogether, and I can get this makeup done in 10 minutes laid back. You know, if I'm in a hurry, I could probably get it done in 5 minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.